Ah, yeah. It's time once again for the podcast you know and love. All That Ish. With DJ Wig and the crew. Here they are, ready to talk about everything from political-ish, movie-ish, sport-ish, and even just plain crazy-ish. Enjoy All That Ish.
Enjoy it. Indeed, enjoy it. Get every drippity, drip, drop, drip, drop, drop, drip, 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 drop. Yeah, get it all. Yep. I don't know why. I don't know why. It just makes me laugh. Greetings, hello. How are you? Hope everything's good. It's your man DJ Wig, aka Amazing, also known as Ishmael the Great. Don't ask me. It's a lot of reasons why. But anyway, I'm not in here by myself, so let's get into this thing. Shall we? The real one, the funky feel one. I thought you knew, but if you didn't, now you do know. We've got the one, the only Cat is in the building, y'all.
Greetings. Happy Sunday, since we're recording this on a Sunday, everybody.
Same to you, man. Same to you, cuz. We also got this gentleman. He needs no introduction, but we're going to introduce him anyway. Pistols in the building, y'all. Bang, bang.
What? Man, what a, you know, mess it up.
And we also have this guy.
King Dino.
King Dino's in the building, y'all.
Hey, shout out to Philly.
That's cute. Yeah, that's really cute. Yeah, that's cute.
Yeah.
And they lost. I doubt he'd be wearing that jersey.
You see what I'm saying?
No. Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
Look, you got to wear it regardless, man. Win or lose. Look,
that's how we want to do it.
It's not like, it's not like we won the last few years, man. Look, you win, you lose, but rep your squad.
Okay, is that what you want to do? Show that mess again. Show that look. What that is? Okay.
NFL?
Okay. I didn't know what that was. That's cute, no, man. That's cute, no, because I don't know.
Not for long.
I don't know. I don't know if y'all seen these joints. Have you seen these joints though? But I mean, but you know about that basketball jersey gent though. Yeah, bro.
You look like a retired N1 player.
Yo, I'm out here in these streets, baby. You don't want these problems.
Duck sauce, not hot sauce. Called duck sauce.
Duck sauce, baby. Hey, that junk on them fried chicken wings goes kind of hard. Sorry. Indeed.
Got that sauce.
Man.
Because real quick before we get into it, where can they get that merchandise at though?
Oh, this one right here. This is an exclusive. But for all the other stuff.
Yeah,
all the other stuff. And you got to check them out, though. Those bikinis are still banging right now. If you don't believe me, go to the website. It's all.that.ish.com and check it out for yourself. For real. What would Dr. Brooks say? No phony baloney. Somebody
pop out of the show.
Shit.
Or just somebody else.
There'll be something like that.
That ain't no baloney.
Yeah, and that ain't no baloney, homie.
He's like Lenny from Good Times.
Like, wait a minute. They call me Lenny.
They gonna sue you.
I've got plenty.
You about to get hit.
What, making fun of him? Hey, you need to be here. You had to be there. Yeah.
Hey, we ain't lying.
3, 2.
We not. Now look, did you say?
Shit if you did,
you said pop up. Oh gosh, that would have been messed up. Yeah, that would have been messed up. Real bad. What's the boy name? Anthony Joshua. Yeah.
Woo!
Yes,
Speaking
sir.
of quickies,
Yeah,
good lord.
man. We're gonna get into these quickies in a minute, but I think it deserves.
What round was that? Round 1?
Bruh, I don't know what round it was, but I'm gonna be honest. Once he
put his hands up.
Once he got done up the first time, I knew it was over, man. Now, see, here's the thing. Boxing is crazy. It is a wild thing, man. It's an art form, but if you play it right, you don't get hit too much, but you still gonna get hit. So you got your contact sport full, damn near full. You know what I mean? And it's like you got that part, and now you working on figuring out your own thing while it's happening, so that it doesn't hurt as much. So there's the art in it. And these cats, when they get hit, and this they get they clock cleaned, whatever you want to say, they not the same, man. They're just not. That's where it takes a whole lot for that thing not to be the end of you. Because it's easy to be hungry and be like, yo, this championship felt good. I got to get another one. But then it changes when you talking about some I gotta win this one. If I don't win this one, and then it's like a snowball effect. You fighting against this thing, and by fighting so hard, you helping it.
Yeah.
So now these cats is done, man, and they heads already. They defeated. So it's just like.
But also, I'm thinking about the long game because I just saw Sugar Shane Mosley on social media, and he's about to step into the ring, and he just looks.
Man, they cats trying to get that dope, man. They trying to get dope.
And you know what? And you kind of.
But what else are you gonna do if you're a boxer, though? Like, this is your life.
Well, I mean,
look, to be like champ.
Parlay that junk into something else.
But look,
quickly.
That's like most professional. That's like most professional athletes who dedicated their lives into this one particular skill. And none of them take the time to find something else. And the thing is, if you look at how many people are professional athletes, like no shit, professional athletes who have made that professional athlete money, more than, because every athlete ain't rich, make no mistake. But how many of them have taken the time to learn how to do things like real estate, investments, use their money to make money?
Talk to a financial planner, not just me and your cousin. That's like their agent.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look out for them because they got to put them on and whatnot. I'm not saying this to everybody, but I pick up what you're putting down. Go ahead, Dino.
No, you get it. And how many of these guys, and that's not to say I know what's going on with Sugar Shane Mosley, but I'm like, bro, you're past the point of fighting. You can't take too many more knocks in the head. And honestly, is the money worth your sanity, worth your safety and health? So why are you doing this now? If it's just, hey, I love to compete. And look, man, you can't knock. What can you say about that? Yeah. Because
I will put that in the chat so we can see it. But it's not the Sugar Shane Mosley.
No, he don't even look like he don't look nothing like.
He's like,
yeah. No shit. No kidding.
He's like Meldrick Taylor. He's like Meldrick Taylor was after the fight with Julio Cesar Chavez.
Yeah, man, and that's scary, and that's scary because like I said, man, look, if anybody who's ever watched such a talented dude, we love how he's entertained us, but after a while you got to put it down, bro. Now we're just scared for you. And
Joshua, I hope he does some side hustle going because his window is closed.
The stuff be tied. It be like tied up in what it is they're doing because it's the easiest little move. Okay, I got a clothing line and it sells good because I'm this famous boxer, right?
Yeah.
And then they're not anymore, and nobody's buying the stuff. Like there's so many things that is wrapped up. Now when they win is, they part of that whole exotic car rental thing or whatever, because in that city they got a team and everything like that, so people come through and be renting exotic cars or whatever, right? They got something that's not tied to the thing that they do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think look at
Shaq.
That's the smart cat. Yes.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I know everybody ain't
do
a
something
Shaq,
that's outside of your brand, something that's lucrative, so you can latch on to make your money, passive income that way.
Exactly.
And I think you put the nail right on the head, cuz when you said that people associate with winners, not losers. Because if you have your clothing line wrapped up inside of your brand, and you take a few L's, nobody wants to rep.
Nah,
that
exactly. And unless you turn that logo or that whatever that thing is that's associated with you into this other thing, Like, seriously, something that's just like, nah. I mean, if you were a big enough star, you always gonna have some type of following. There's always gonna be something, right?
Yeah.
So that celebrity is gonna get you some stuff. Now, whether it be the little local mom and pop little store, or if it be some big national chain of stores, that would kind of depend on your celebrity status, you know.
Right.
But some people can still get paid.
Though, well, I think the ones who do it smart are the ones who, like, look, how many Subways did Shaq own before he finally told people he owned Subways?
Yeah.
You know, he didn't use he used his money to buy it, but he didn't use his status to promote it. So when he was in his, you know, getting ready to and don't get me wrong, Shaq isn't like your typical, you know, I go through this decline, man. He ain't the same no more. When he was ready to be done, he was done. He was out. He was still active, but he didn't play ball anymore. Now, notice, nobody bought, let's take his shoes, for instance. His shoe sales go down when he stops playing basketball, all this stuff. You know, jersey sales, of course, because they don't make them anymore. All these things that had his name assigned to it and his success. But that had nothing to do with his restaurants. You know, his restaurant, nobody even knew he owned those restaurants. So they don't have anything. If he goes in that decline, they still make money because it's the Subway.
Yeah.
Right. So that's where people have to kind of, you know, because sooner or later you got to stop playing that game and you're going to go through a decline. So now how do you start making money without attaching it to the success in the sport you play?
Yeah.
You know, if you
also, how do you get that competitive fire that,
that's
you know,
right.
I think that's also another thing that athletes miss when they're no longer competing or at the top of their craft. You know, how can I make this money by competing? How can I keep myself interested? Because my day is so tied up in the sport. That's what it was.
Right. I mean, I think Jordan did it smart. You know, Jordan got into other things. He got into racing. He got into all this other stuff. He got into boating, all these other things. Because make no mistake, when he played for the Wizards, I mean,
don't do that, man.
Yeah, no. Look, it's true. But notice what you notice what didn't decline, his shoe sales.
Yeah,
because
once he took that over for himself.
That's right.
Yeah,
you know why? Because he was a winner.
Because he was a winner. Even when he went out, even when he played for Washington and he was a loser, he's still Jordan. That name
people still don't even associate that Mike.
Yeah,
he's almost from Washington history mix.
Hey, you ask me kid today, he played for Washington?
Exactly.
Chicago, man. It was just Chicago.
That's bullshit. That's God, man.
Like, what? Yeah.
Number 45.
Exactly. They remember folks how they want to remember them.
That's right.
Exactly.
Speaking of remembering things, I guess we got to remember to do this here.
Just a quickie.
You got 5 minutes to get right with your boys. Oh, suck it now.
Take a topic. You got 5 minutes to talk about it.
The quickie.
Oh, cats ain't ready for that. They're not ready. This first joint, we're gonna get into these quickies right quick. This first joint, it is, it's interesting. I'll say that it's interesting. Did y'all get a chance to go in the chat and see what was good?
See
what had happened? Oh, or see?
Yeah.
Okay.
See.
Gotcha.
Yes.
I got a little bit.
Okay, cool, good. This first one. You heard of the game show The Price is Right with shit. With this one, the price is all wrong. It's all wrong. Take a quick listen. Check this out.
The grocery chain Kroger's introduced dynamic pricing model. So what they do is they raise the price on a hot day for like ice cream.
I love
and
it.
Water.
They're surge pricing my
I know.
Celsius.
But what's more despicable is they're working with this company. One is Microsoft and the other company is like a AI company. What they do is they place cameras so they will facial recognize you and they will raise the price.
You're making me so angry
on the
right now.
item that you buy the most.
And this is why all technology is evil. I used to be a big believer. Like, we're making the world better.
Yeah, but this is nuts.
Well, what they're all doing is they're all building an infrastructure to you over as hard as possible. I will complain about all
It's
prices.
like raising the price of Band-Aid after like 9/11.
And let me tell you, they thought about it.
I heard that little jab at the end. Yeah, they thought about it.
I'm gonna start the clock. Fight. Well, damn. Go ahead. You know what? Go ahead, man. Jump on this. Seriously.
Well, price gouging.
Capitalism at its finest.
It absolutely. Look, price gouging. That's actually that's one of Kamala Harris's talking points where you talk about price gouging. Supposedly, states are supposed to be handling organizations that partake in price gouging, raising the price at a given time of need.
Yeah.
So a hot day, we're gonna raise the price by 20%. That is price gouging. It's capitalism. It is what it is, but it's supposedly that is not legal. Now where's the fine line drawn? Because honestly, I own my own business. If I want to raise my prices, I'm gonna do it when I want to. So I understand, but at the same time, that's just a company taking advantage of a situation such as nature.
Yeah. And unfortunately, it's not just the grocery stores like Kroger that use price gouging. It's also the fast food restaurants. Just quite for a minute. Remember, like during the summer, I think it was, where it was like almost $20 for a fucking Big Mac in California.
Damn, cuz.
Damn. And then Wendy's, they had a quarters call with the CEO or somebody, I'm wanting to speak, somebody very, very high up, was talking on a hot mic and he said, yeah, price gouging is going to work, because when consumers come in, we're going to raise the prices. And word got out. And have you noticed lately that there's been a lot of commercials that are talking about $5 value meals?
Yeah.
Because the consumers started to complain about that shit, so.
That's right. Well, I mean, but honestly, let's take a look at the one that's always in our face and nobody wants to talk about, calling it gouging.
Yeah.
Gas prices.
Yo, yeah.
And look,
Summer
the
months.
thing is that most people, in my opinion, the ones who stand there talking about, well, the president, blah, 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 has absolutely nothing to do with that. What it is a board who says, hey, we're raising up this price at this time. And what they're doing is they're putting their feelers out to see, hey, how much are they willing to give? Right? Because look, we're never going to go back down to the gas price of being like $1.75 a gallon. It's not. Why? No. Because they found that we're more than willing to pay more than that.
2 minutes
right? So that's something that goes on all the time, every day. We talk about all this other stuff, but when it comes down to it, fuel runs up the prices of everything.
Yeah. Remember back in the 80s, they used to refer to gas companies as cartels? I think they still do, matter of fact.
Hey, man.
Because them motherfuckers just run like them companies.
It's real. And they got too much power, so they get to do what they want, right? But we don't talk about them, and it is price gouging just like anything else.
All right. Hit you with the long.
Get some mad cuss on
them? Say what?
Shout out to the electric vehicle industry.
Yeah. Notice how all of a sudden, because those electric cars become very, very profitable for certain people or a certain person.
Yeah, that thing was so crazy because what the electric car thing was
for the electric car.
Well, it was the 80s is when it was. They had pretty much got it in a good spot, actually. And then I can't remember which big car company bought them, but they bought out all the people who had manufactured these electric cars, and then they just shelved them. So it was just like they just halted all programming and all on that. And it was just like
100%.
That is crazy. Like,
why was it that they always said that there's not enough materials to make consumer cars? All of a sudden,
it was like, bruh, that y'all need to slow up. We making too much money with this other thing, and then these new cats that come up with this technology think they just gonna take over. Nah, they waited. Like, okay, yeah, that whole raising prices and doing all that crazy stuff.
Would you believe it if I told you that a long time ago a man created a car that ran on water? Never heard of it, did you? Destroyed his car, and all of a sudden he died of mysterious circumstances with his plans.
What?
I found it. Yes, I will find it and I'll put it in chat. True story. Yes.
Oh my God. Yo, that's crazy. Wow, that's wild. I guess that finished up kind of right on time. This next joint, instead of the thrill being gone, it's the curls. The curls are gone. That kind of sums this story up in a nutshell. Let me just, and I think this is the first one. Yeah, let me go ahead and, yeah, this is it. Imagine leaving your child with your mother, of all people. And when you return, your daughter's hair is cut all up. And it was by the hand of your mother, right? Imagine something like that going down.
We no longer family.
Well, for somebody it did happen. There was, and I don't remember everyone's name, but Zoe is the little girl's name. She has, and this is quotes taken from a news story. Zoe has the most stunning curly hair, and I've always taken great care of it. She absolutely loves her curls, and we've made it fun. I've made it a fun bonding activity to style her hair together. Unlike Zoe's parents, the toddler's grandmother wasn't a fan of the 3-year-old's hair, making disparaging comments like, "It looks so wild. That's just too much hair for a little girl. And wouldn't it be easier if it were straight?" I think y'all starting to get this picture here. What we got popping up, bubbling, if you will. It goes on though. So Zoe's mother said she always brushed the comments off as harmless until one babysitting experience involving Zoe's grandmother ended disastrously. Zoe's mom said she left the 3-year-old with her mother in her mother's care for a few hours due to a work emergency a few weeks ago. When I came to pick Zoe up, I was horrified. Zoe's gorgeous curls were completely gone. Zoe's mom wrote, "My mom cut my baby's hair without my permission. She did a half-ass job. Zoe's head was shaven bald, y'all. Bald, man. Can you believe that shit? Come on, man.
Bald.
That shit ain't. Y'all are just cruel. Cruel and unusual punishment right there. But yeah, the child was bald, man. When her mom asked the grandmother what happened, and you know she said, what had happened was, no, I'm joking. That's so foul. Appreciate that. Appreciate them couple of giggles and shit. But yeah, when her mom asked the grandmother what happened, the grandmother just shrugged and said, "I did her a favor. Now she looks tidy and presentable. Besides, it'll grow back straight." It'll grow back straight. This lady crazy. Yeah.
Did it say if Zoe's mother happened to be of a particular persuasion, while the parentage of the father was of a different persuasion, and mom did not like the curls?
The curls for the girls.
Exactly.
Yeah,
you feel me? Does it say anything of that?
Oh yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yes. Yes. Showed
Looks
up.
Wild.
Untamed.
Grow back straight.
Yeah, it'll grow back straight. No, it won't. Like you.
Are we familiar with the term dog whistles?
Man,
everybody.
Mess is a hot garbage mess.
Didn't it say something about that old girl called the police on her mom?
Oh yeah, and see that's where it continues to get stupid, man. So she called the cops because she's like, look, you harmed my child. You see what I'm saying? My child is bald now. And you just like, whatever. it's better for her. So she like, okay, you put your hands on my child. We're gonna put it in that same kind of thing.
I think that's a bit much.
Hey, she called it on her mama, and I'm
I thought it was her husband's mama. Is it her mama?
No, it's
her mama.
Her mama.
Well, clearly they got issues.
They definitely have issues now, Pistol.
They had issues before. If you don't have boundaries,
but those issues are very, very deep now. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh,
like
I
a
mean, like
rapper.
I said,
indeed.
Her calling the police is indicative of their relationship. If you call police on your mama, then you probably don't have the best relationship.
I don't know, man.
And it says a work emergency.
Work emergency. That was a clue. That was a clue.
Eric,
work emergency.
Would you call the police on your mama?
On my mama? Yeah. Hell no.
Okay. So
if she were to find out that I called the cops, yo,
exactly. You would never.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do it to start with. I'm just
so
messing.
Clearly, their relationship is that of some trauma and boundaries. Because if her mother doesn't respect what she says, it does it anyway, and be like, "Oh, yeah, what, bitch?"
Exactly.
Right?
Jeez.
Clearly, they don't have respect for each other.
Yeah.
But I do think it's a bit far to call it, because not only is it, I think it's just fucked up. You putting your mother in the system?
In the system.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Now they gonna be like, "Oh, we got you on assault on a child."
Ooh, and then
anything
the
you do,
state versus
you are going to jail. You better not jaywalk. You better not do that.
That's that ass. They was like, that's that ass.
About open up a daycare.
You better not, because guess what? Now you in the system, and they gonna find in an America where they looking to lock people up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, easy money.
I think that's crazy.
But
in some instances, I'm like, okay, I get the feeling she may be going through, but I don't understand the action.
That was excessive in my opinion too.
Yeah, it is.
Cops on your mom.
That's crazy.
That's wrong on her mother too. For cutting her grandchild.
You calling the cops?
You calling them for real?
I'm full of Charles.
On your mama.
I'm telling.
Damn.
I'm telling. Hey, them ass whippings when I was a kid.
Oh, okay. So this is prize.
Look, he coming back. He on the get back.
He said, I was
waiting. You thought I forgot.
Yeah. Oh, you did the Denzel on it, dog. You thought I forgot. Like, God,
supposed to like you?
Jeez.
Sorry, hey, mama, you got to go. Pops, you got to understand.
Dino said they about to do a bid. She said y'all got to go upstate for a little bit.
That's ridiculous. I'll put a little something on your commissary, mama.
Right?
My mama put a hit out on me in a heartbeat. That ain't happening.
When y'all go to Pro Board, he don't go be there. We're rooting for y'all.
Telling you, man. We know that he tell on his own mama, bro. Look, you can't. Look, you can't do nothing around Dino.
You better hope she don't get out. You better hope she don't get out.
You can't do nothing around him.
Hey.
Dino gonna give her like turkey in the commissary.
That man.
He said, when I do this bid, you gonna be dead. So I'm gonna give you a reason to put me in jail.
Look here, I'm gonna pull that Bernie Mac. And y'all know I tried to call you, but the phone was busy. I'm telling.
Oh my God, man. All right, that's it for that one right there. This next joint. Well, I think it's pretty much done. I mean, 1 minute left, but we already finished it. All right, cool. Then we done with that. We made it. We didn't have to hear the man.
Far from for you.
This next one, just know it. And I'm not. I mean, I could do the whole Johnny Carson bit and all that, but no, just know it. Check it out.
When a woman says, I shouldn't have to ask him, he should already know. For example, they've talked about my guy, his job is to take out the garbage. Okay. I don't understand why I keep having to ask him to do it. He's not doing it.
His job.
All right, so
he should just know.
He should just know.
Yeah.
Take out the garbage. Is the problem the garbage isn't taken out, or the garbage isn't taken out when you want it done? Like when you want it to. My schedule. I want it done now.
Yeah.
Is that the problem, or that it's just never going to be done, and he'll just stack up 10 bags of garbage all around there?
I think it's more of it'll be done, but it's not on the timeline that I made up.
Yeah, that's pretty
or
fair.
that we discussed.
Yeah, that's
okay.
fair. And you shouldn't have to explain or talk or do anything because you're the authority now of what time it needs to be done. You shouldn't have to do that.
I am not his mother. I just want him to take it out. Take out the trash.
But he should be a mind reader of when that should be done, right?
Yeah.
Let's just make this fair here. How often do you think he wants intimacy and you don't just do it when he thinks about it?
Gotcha, bitch.
That's a good one.
I want intimacy often, maybe a couple times a day, and I think about it often.
Yeah.
And I want you to just know, without me saying anything, that intimacy is what I want a couple times a day. Or at least every day. That's what I want.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to tell you.
I'm going to start the clock, man. Yeah.
Oh, I got an easy way to solve this.
Huh?
I got an easy way to solve this.
You didn't have a reply to that?
Nah, man.
Just give it a look. Give it a look. You want that garbage taken out? Just, do the, all right. And next time I want some draws, I'm going to give you that look like.
That's what you going to be. That's what you think you're going to be in a pull up.
But you know what, man? Look, let's be realistic, though. How many one-sided relationships do you all, out of everybody we know, how many of those one-sided relationships are really going on?
Yeah,
I mean, we don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
but hey, it's probably more common than a lot of people would think. These everybody. Look, I think we might have talked about this. It's like these girls they interview these girls on the streets and it's like, hey, if a guy can't change. Or I'm sorry, the girl said, hey, oh yeah, if a guy can't change his tire, does that make him less than a man? And every girl was like, yeah. And they was like, okay, can you cook?
Crickets.
Silence.
Crickets.
Damn.
And a look like,
I ain't seen that one.
Look,
they had the look on their face like they couldn't cook for shit.
Like yeah. And then they asked this one girl there. She's like, hey, does a man have to be tall? She's like, yeah, man has to be tall. He's like, okay, step on the scale then. I'm not stepping on the scale. Blah, 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 blah. But look, man. I mean, there's a lot of this one way ideology of when it comes to relationships, man. And I don't know if they was just using that as an example. Maybe it's a whole lot of things that maybe they need to discuss. Maybe they just use the trash as one thing, and maybe that's something they discussed, and he's not, fulfilling the part that he said. Who knows? You have to interview them both. But there's a lot of people who are like that, man. I want this. I want this. Okay, well, what about what he wants? Well, and it's the same thing with guys. You see that here in Charleston a lot. I want this. I want this. Well, okay, what about what she's in? Well, I mean, it goes both ways.
That's crazy. I don't like that. I don't like that shit. I thought it was wild, man. That's all I'm gonna say. It's just like I was just like, oh dang, like I don't know. Like when we check somebody, it's normally like swift and powerful. He almost like eased into that like that ass that he gave her, like almost like he just shit it out, like one of them thick, but ain't too thick, and he just laid it just.
No, it's straight up. My man just straight up baited. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. And what about you?
Okay.
What about this?
You know what that was? That was pimp shit.
Yeah,
because he just like kept it going. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Just like on your timeline or something. Oh, okay. Yeah. So what if I want some ass?
Yeah.
Oh.
Look, had him all up against the ropes, man.
Exactly. It's like rope a dope. Rope a dope. Oh,
damn, that shit was crazy. Yeah, man. He was on it.
No,
he was smooth with it. He was smooth with it though.
He was smooth with it, but I forgot who it was. I think it was Dino who said that you don't know the relationships between you can tell. You can tell. Like you can see people walking and they're the epitome of that song "Use Me." They're the epitome of that song "Use Me."
Yeah,
Oh man, that's crazy.
You get me in a crowd of people, you talk real rude to me. But behind closed doors, my turn. But hey, we talked about this last week.
Oh man,
it's not my business.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Indeed, man. Indeed. It's just like, whoa. Easy. See? I didn't even try to do that. That's right there. That's letting you know it's for real. And speaking of things that are for real, I guess we're done with that one. We ain't got to do that. You know what I'm saying? We can stop that for right now. But we probably do need to do this.
Just call me quick, fast, in a hurry, and I'll come running to you. Quick, fast, in a hurry, and I'll come running to you. Quick, fast, in a hurry, and I'll come running to you.
All right, we're back. Back, suckers. What's happening?
I see what you did there.
What? You know the deal. You know.
Suckers.
No, you know.
Can you tell? Suckers.
Let me
Can you dig it?
Speaking of that man, though, what's up with the little junk? He was like, no, I don't know that bitch. And then here she go. Here goes some video from when he was, Shaq was out there laying hands on people.
Ooh.
You didn't hear about this? Sheesh. Yeah, man.
No, I was all caught up with Janet Jackson saying that future president was not black. But what happened with Shaq?
Man, so I'll gladly tell you what happened with this dude. So there was a picture that this little chick, you know, she's a sensation of sorts.
And he ain't got her hands on the titties, dude.
He does actually. But they got clothes on. They got clothes on.
Oh, okay. But I was about to say, you about to fuck up his mom's empire, like you said.
Yeah, but yeah, she had her little hands on his big old hands, and his big old hands was on her big old. Well, no, hers weren't really that big, but that's not the point. So that's neither here nor there. But he had his hands in that area, her torso area, on them things. That's the way it looked in the picture, right? So the picture comes out, and she doesn't say Shaq's name. I don't think someone else does, but she doesn't deny it. Whatever. Next thing you know, he drops a statement talking about some. I forgot what he did. Nah, that's not my girlfriend. I never met her. Whatever. So next thing you know, in true hood rat chasing the cheese fashion, she just so happened to have a video of everything. You gotta have that receipt. The receipts. Yeah. So she dropped them receipts on that ass and the video, and now there's silence. But anyway, when you talk about Shaq, that just made me think about that. When you did the "Can you dig it" thing. We're going to see, can he dig it?
I was actually thinking Warriors, but yeah.
He stole that from Warriors.
Yeah.
He borrowed.
Oh, you took it from that one. As soon as I heard you doing it, I was just like, oh yeah.
I was thinking about Cyrus.
Fun of him. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Classic.
This is just crazy. But we'll see what he does with it. I don't think I would have denied her. I don't know if you've seen the picture.
Is he single? Well, he's not married anymore, right?
He's not. That's what I was saying. I don't see nothing
charged with anything egregious, is he?
She looked like his type. That's why I was just like, bro, why not you go on and claim that? Not if it's out, it's out.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Yeah, so I was just like,
things you don't want to get all wrapped up.
I don't know, maybe, but it was just like, okay. But now, I'm sorry, when you do the whole receipts thing like that, it gives a certain type of energy. That's what I'm gonna say.
Makes it a little scandalous.
Yeah, it gives it a little, certain je ne sais quoi.
It gives a little taint.
I'll take the little claps.
Je ne sais quoi.
Yeah.
I think that's a segue to go into something else. I'm not sure the order of the show since we're talking about things that have a little scandal.
It does, man. It's a little scandal.
Yeah.
Just to,
So
I don't know. Great America.
Are we like going somewhere with this?
We going with this Great America. I want you to listen to this, and then we're gonna get into this. Watch this.
No, I want an answer to that, because that's your slogan: "Make America Great Again." When was America great for you?
Okay, that is American great is our freedom.
Freedom, your freedom, or all of our freedom?
Everybody's freedom.
Everybody's freedom. So yes. When was America great for all of us?
When our forefathers.
Forefathers, the ones that own people?
No.
Which ones?
You have to look at the history. You got to look at the history.
I am. I'm asking you. Which for? George Washington owned 300 people and went after a few of them for running away. They signed a constitution that made black people, enslaved black people, 3/5 of a human being. I don't think it was great then. If you're asking me, a black woman.
Right, but you have to understand.
What?
Our history to get where we are today. What's happening is our media.
No, Jackie, because again, if you can't walk me through the greatness of America and how you want to restore it to a place where it was great before, your whole argument falls apart. So walk me through when America was great.
Okay, so America has been great forever. Now the problem is the people.
For who though? No, I can't wait, because you need to answer the question. And again, you call up, and I'm glad. Mississippi, I love the state. You're a Trump supporter, which, I want to get into, the reasons behind that, but it's all around this freedom thing and this greatness thing. And we need to settle on what that looks like for you and for me, and then for all of us, because if it's not going to be great for all of us, then it's not great for any of us, Jackie.
Well, my question is, why don't you think it's great? Because I've grown up, and
Okay, no. You answer my question first, please.
Okay, so you're asking me when it was great. It's been great. It has been great.
It has been great. So slavery was great. Trail of Tears was great. The Chinese Exclusion Act, great. The Japanese internment, great. That was great. Jim Crow was great. Back of the bus, colors only water fountains. Let me see. Brown versus Board of Ed. Oh, the throwing of tomatoes at little girls. The bombing of a church with little girls in it. That was great. The hanging of hundreds and thousands of black people, burning down towns in the 1920s. The draft riots in New York because of people having to fight for freedom. Freedom is liberty is everything, right? Liberty is everything. That was a great America to you?
Okay.
Okay, but you can't just say, okay, was it great or not?
It's people that make it bad.
People make it bad. Yes, racist people, horrible people, genocidal people make it bad. You're absolutely right.
Before I say what I was going to say, I would like to know, like, when y'all hear that, like, what are your thoughts? Like, because I'm about to go somewhere with it. I'm about to go somewhere with it, but it's like, whew, boy.
Okay, all right. So look, man. Really, when people start talking about, let's make America great again, and look, the amount of delusion that is demonstrated on a daily basis, it's usually, of course, people who have not had my experience. I understand that. Look, I understand that. Look, I have my own privileges. I was raised in a household with two parents. I've never been poor. I have my own privileges. But at the same time, that I have my own privileges doesn't make me oblivious to the fact that there's others who didn't have what I have. So how can I now talk about, everything was great, hunky-dory? Really? For me, maybe, but for my neighbor, maybe not. Right? So people have this idea of painting, this Shangri-La, with this broad brush, and it's just not the reality. So when they're confronted, they don't know how to answer because it's never been poor for them.
Indeed.
But they're not considering me. They're not considering me. They're not considering you. They're not considering anything except their skewed ideology.
Yeah.
That is the problem. That's the problem. So the whole "Make America Great Again" thing, man, nobody they use that slogan, and the dummies, and I say again, the dummies agree with it. The dummies support that because they don't know any better.
No. And it's easy to say. It's easy to mantra.
It's easy to say. Great for who? Remember, we're not that far beyond the ending of Jim Crow. I am first generation post Jim Crow. I am first generation post Jim Crow. Right? So they talk about, years ago. Look, we're still healing from Jim Crow.
Yeah.
No. In some cases, Jim Crow still exists. Some places, Jim Crow still exists.
100%.
For whom?
100%.
That's what I say. For whom? Somebody says, let's make America great. For whom? It may have been great for your side of the fence for every reason that you just spoke about, Dino.
That's right.
And I love the fact that that person who was conducting the interview, and who was that, because I want to make sure they get their credit.
I gotta look it up because that was a share of a share of a share. I'm supposed to just be reposting stuff.
Yeah, but that was the perfect way to attack somebody, and make them think about it. Because a lot of the times when people spout this, America was great, you just let them talk.
Yeah.
They'll just run off at the mouth like they're fucking quote unquote fearless leader, talking just whatever the fuck comes in their head.
She was trying to
people
get.
say that it was Obama's fault, shit. But she was just like, "Oh, so great." Why? No. You cannot answer my question with my question. Answer mine first. They don't like that, and then they hit them with the okay. It's like, no. It's not okay. Is it a yes or is it a no?
Say it.
Make up your mind.
Say it.
Okay. If it was great, well, let's just say it was great. It was great when we had all these incidents that just happened that she talked about. Selma, the assassinations of JFK, Martin Luther King, and so on and so forth, and the reasons that she talked about. And that's another reason why they were so afraid of something called CRT. Because it holds up that fucking mirror. They try to erase what happened. Take their own colorful view. Everything was fine back then. America was great, but for whom?
Yeah.
For whom?
Yep. That's why it's called his story.
Yes.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
What's the quote? History is often written by history is written by the victors.
Yeah, no doubt.
By the victors.
Those damn victors. Damn it, Victor.
Nah, man. Yeah, man. I've never heard anybody who's asked that question. I've never heard a straight answer, not from one person.
Once. That was wild.
That was a beautiful way to take down your argument.
Yeah.
Yep.
And hopefully maybe they change their mind.
No yelling and cussing and carrying on. No need.
No.
But the funny thing
and then
is,
shit on their state either. I love Mississippi. I love the
Yeah.
people there. It's a beautiful state. This is nothing against you.
Yeah.
I just want you to answer the question. What made America so great?
Yeah, that's
For
right.
whom?
Killing them with it. I just thought that thing was quite.
But you said you were going to take it somewhere.
You know what?
That's what you're going to say.
All right. So here's the dial in of that thing for me. And it came up because the wife and I were somewhere. I had to take something back to the store. And the parking spot that was open, boom, was next to somebody who had a sticker on their car. And of course the sticker was Trump. That's how it jumps out at you too. Trump. And I said, I'm not even mad anymore. It's just like I feel bad for these cats.
I do.
Like it's like past ignorant. That now. Yeah, exactly. It's just like
it's like the folks that still hang Confederate flags.
It's just wow. Now that right there, that's targeted. You know exactly what they trying to say with that. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
I said
Yeah. So this right here was just like the way I was like, yeah, they're oblivious. So it's just like they got to a point, and it's almost like you can't blame them. If you have somebody willing to tell you everything it is that you're scared of not becoming, the flip of whatever that is, you're being told that you're this great thing. You will never lose. It's going to be perfect for you. And then all of a sudden there's a wrench in that. But then someone saying, hey, I can get you back to where everything was good for you.
Yeah.
I mean, can you blame them? Because that's what their heads are being filled with.
Yes, I can blame them.
If we're being 100%, man, they are. It's that whole Piper thing. Yeah, it's just like he's playing the flute and they just dancing and coming along, man. It's just like,
but look, but here's the thing, and here's why I say, when you ask, can you blame them? Yes, because I guarantee you, not one of them can talk about a time where their life has been perfect. Right now, people are making. I mean, the haves have, the have-nots don't have, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, that's just all there is, but it's always been that way, right? So what do they mean about make it great again? Only thing that I would say, I mean, inflation's inflation, costs go up. That happens everywhere. It's a global thing. That is not just the United States economy thing. There's inflation everywhere. So only thing that I can imagine when they talk about make America great again is maybe at a time where maybe religion was a little bit more prominent. Maybe there was a time when, the whole idea of patriotism was a little bit different. Well, the reality is nowadays people are a whole lot more educated and people ask a lot more questions. And people, and whether they like it or not, things like social media, be it Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, it doesn't matter. There's a lot more information out there right now, and that doesn't mean that it's all correct. There's a lot of disinformation too, but still, there's a lot more accessible information for you to understand what's going on in the world around you. Right? There's no going back from that. They want a time when everybody was ignorant.
And there was only three networks that told you what was going on.
Yeah, they want a time. They want a time where everybody was ignorant. Nobody knew anything. Nobody cared to know anything. You're either living fat and happy, or you're struggling. But hey, we don't know anything else. Don't understand the whys or anything like that. Not even concerned with it because you weren't privy to the information at that time. Well, now
it's all out
everybody.
there.
Now it's all out there.
Yeah.
Look, that's the only time when America was really that different. Before the revolution was not televised. Now it's all in your face. That's all there is.
What was that movie where they were like, they were stuck in something? It was like almost like a dome. There's this Pleasantville or something like that, where everything's perfect, but then you start, scratching away at stuff, and this is like,
Pleasantville. That was Pleasantville.
No, and then it's like, wait a minute, this is all some bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same. It's the same idea that made Matrix popular. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
absolutely. Now the whole idea of the woke, everybody's woke, I first of all, they need to understand they took that from hip hop slang,
and they used it wrong.
And took it a step further.
They used it wrong.
Well, it's call out the word. We don't even fucking use it anymore.
Yeah, and look, it's woke is to be awoken, right? Is to be awakened, right? So, and that's to have knowledge of your surroundings, knowledge of yourself, right? That's all it is. So even these people who they're talking about, this woke culture, why? Basically, they're saying they want dumb people around because that's all it is.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
They're refusing to be dumbed down. I don't like it.
Yeah, they're woke. They refuse to be idiots. I don't understand. I don't understand.
Exactly. It sounds stupid as hell, doesn't it? Like, whoa, it's too woke. It's too woke.
Yeah.
Stay asleep, you dumb motherfucker. you don't know what's good for you. You're too woke.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. Don't ask me no questions.
Yeah, like they running shit. There it is. Sit down.
Shut up and dribble.
Sit your ass
Wish
down.
that person asked that person to define what woke was.
Oh yeah, that would have been a little too funny right there. Ridiculous.
Violence.
Oh
I
man.
think I heard Childish Gambino say it.
For the one time.
Nick, I didn't mean, you know what I meant. You know what I meant.
That's just like shit.
People creeping.
This next joint. You know what? I need music for this next one. I don't know. Do I have any? I'm gonna play. Oh, there we go. Let me get that. Hold on. There we go. It's a little sad, so I need this will work out real good. I like that. But you're not gonna like this. So since some of y'all might not like it, let me say that. Some of y'all might not like it. Gotta heal it up. Somebody's guy need to be with this man. Diddy. That's who I'm talking about. Diddy. Damn Diddy. Damn it, man. If you've been living under a rock, the man is he's been arrested and put on suicide watch, that's a whole scary thing within itself, and I'm gonna talk about that in a second. Of course, there's fear that he gonna get the saying stuff. But people always kind of throw that around and just like, oh, he gonna start naming names, even if there's no names to be named, right? People kind of do this thing. But in this case, is it past coincidental when you see some of these headlines since Diddy has been arrested? Like headlines like this one. Warner Music Group Executive VP Kevin Liles steps down from the label and subsidiary 300 Elektra Entertainment. Can it be more than a coincidence if the headlines continue with one like this? Kaz Kobayashi to step down as president and CEO of Warner Music Japan. Or coming to us from Vibe magazine, I don't really care for this individual, but DJ Academic says he'll take the entire industry down if convicted in a sexual assault lawsuit. It's interesting. And it's not just, we're going to stay on, this side of the water. Capitol Music Group's co-president Arjun Pujabli steps down amid executive shakeup. Julie Greenwald to step down as Atlantic Music Group chairman in January.
Connect the dots.
Dude, hey, first of all, Cat Williams was a damn prophet.
Hey,
was a prophet.
What do you say? 2024 is gonna come to the light of day.
That's crazy, man. That's scary, bruh.
But I think we knew this. Look, sometimes you just talk about. Well, if you just talk about just music, just music. We're not talking about every other enterprise this guy's got going on. You talk about just music alone. How much he has to do with everything from the 90s probably to about the mid 2000s.
His hands is all over a lot, bro.
A lot of stuff.
I didn't mean it like that.
Them Johnson & Johnson baby oil hands is greased up the game for a minute.
Hey, he been keeping him in business, Cat.
Yeah, His name is just like, I forgot somebody played something the other day on the radio, and it was just like, oh damn, what, they gonna take that away too? That was like one of the things I thought. It was just like, oh, they gonna try to take that away too? Damn.
Hey, but look at all the if you even just look at the people he's done collaborations with. I mean, some of the greats. I don't want to say no names, man, because it ain't for me to start talking about people right now. We're talking about one person, but
it could be all business, Let's just put that out there too. But
yeah, it could have been all business, but they're going to get questioned and they're going to get looked at different. Now, they're unfortunately, this is going to affect a lot of people. A lot of people.
Because it's like, have you ever once been to one of those freak offs?
Jennifer Lopez going to jail.
I'm just saying.
That's not Brad Pitt.
Nah.
Not Brad. What's his name? Divorce.
Yeah, Brad Pitt. No, I mean.
Brad Pitt.
Wait a minute. Damn it, man! You got
Jennifer
me.
Lopez, you said?
Ben Affleck, and they
Ben Affleck.
Yeah, they back together
Derek
though.
Jeter.
No, they're not.
Derek Jeter.
Oh, they what? Wait a minute. Say what?
No, not
She
Jeter.
divorced
What's
him
his
like
name?
2 weeks ago or some shit.
What's his name? Baseball player.
She
Baseball
can't keep
player.
him, man.
Cheater?
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez. A-Rod. Well, both of them. Shit.
Wait a minute. For real? Dang.
I'm sure, like,
She
come
was
on,
out there.
man.
She was in them streets, boy. She was official with her streets action.
All white
boy.
parties we hear about.
Somebody posted today. Somehow who we really want to talk to is Farnsworth Bentley.
Ooh, boy.
He dead somewhere.
That's who.
Man, he better be. Hey, he better stay hidden. He did the face off with somebody. He got a new face and everything.
Amen.
You ain't gonna recognize.
See him with his umbrella. I'm telling everything. Niggas.
Damn.
I ain't scared anymore.
If they call
No, but you know what fucked me up though? Like, because you were talking about how people were naming names. Like, people are almost, especially like among, I'm not gonna say especially among us, but people just are almost rooting for names to be named.
Yeah.
Like, who next?
I mean, because
Who
folks
next?
want that chaos, boy. That chaos. They want it.
Well,
You see, they already made a list. They actually got a
Crabs in
list
the
out already.
barrel.
So what?
They actually got a list out already. Somebody posted today, and I don't know what how valid it is, but I mean they're talking about a lot of people, man. So
People on the videotape. They got videotapes, man.
Usher's name was on that list twice. So bad.
Come on, man. Don't do that.
Hey, man. Look, man. Hey, I'm just saying, man. It's out there, and like I said, I don't know what kind of validity it holds, but there's some big names out there, man, and there's a whole bunch of people that are now trying to really distance themselves from him.
But here's the trippy part: like, they probably were hanging around like when shit was all good, when a white party was just a white party, until the monster got bigger and bigger, and he was like, you know what? I'm gonna take this party to the next level. You know what?
Everybody take their pants off.
You know what I'm saying? But like, a lot of people just like may not have been doing shit wrong. Then like,
and now it's a rap for
and
him.
now just because of association, you was at a Diddy party.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
We got you on tape being interviewed talking about Diddy parties. Motherfucker was
Here's the thing.
1995.
You got your Diddy party at the Diddy.
My thing about that is, right, everybody in the industry seems to already have known this about Diddy. So I don't think if anyone is working with him, they have had to know this type of shit he's into. They just distance themselves from it. So I hopefully that he does start naming names. Like, hey, I was at this party with this. Jay-Z, Beyonce, all the bad boys, everybody in New York, Russell Simmons, everybody.
You know what? All them people is on that list.
Yes, name them, and I bet they are because they're corrupt. And so people want to see, like, they're like, finally people get to see the type of crazy shit that goes on, in Hollywood. But then hopefully it doesn't get, covered.
Well, the funny part, gentlemen, it's almost like, the wealthy get away with everything, right?
Yeah.
I mean, look, that's just like everything that's going on with Trump and his legal issues right now. Look, I think people are just tired of the wealthy getting away with everything, and people want to see what happens when the justice system actually works.
People
to
want
take
to see
down
their comeuppance. I would say they want to see people get their comeuppance, not about the justice, like the justice system.
Well, exactly.
At this point, down the peg.
Exactly. At this point, exactly, man. Ain't no way.
There are some people who are cynical enough to feel like, obviously, there are scapegoats in the government and society that, people like to think they got money until that money don't mean shit no more. And now it's your time up to bat. And ain't enough money in the world is going to buy you out what they're about to do to you. Right? So at some point, I'm sure if Diddy was doing all this shit, you telling me the CIA, none of these people knew this shit?
Yeah.
They probably been had taps of Diddy. He just was not an issue. Well, like Cat Williams said,
he was getting too powerful.
Once you start rattling shit and you start, exposing shit that shouldn't be exposed, now they're gonna be like, you got to go.
Well, that's what they did to old dude, which is
what?
Man, this is
Like
the thing.
underbelly of
You don't know who is involved with this stuff, man.
Who he pissed off?
No, he probably didn't piss off anybody. They got into a situation where it was either going to be him or them, and they chose them. Period.
Yeah,
I mean, it's that simple.
You saying somebody higher up on the food chain? Somebody with a little bit
I'm gonna tell you right now, but
Obviously.
here's the thing: they still gonna get done up.
Who?
You got to think about it, man. They put him in the situation, and now they putting him in the situation. But the situation is gonna end a little differently for him. Look at my man. They already setting this dude up, and this is what I was alluding to at the beginning with this whole him being put on suicide watch. One or two things is going on with that. One, he sat there and did something like let them think that he was going to do that so he could get away and get put in that, right? Or somebody put him in there. If it's the latter, that means they setting him up to do exactly what they did to old boy. What was the one that was down there in Florida, had the chick that was helping him out? Can't think of his name right now. But everybody was at his little party. Yeah. Yeah, no doubt. And look, and what happened? He went to jail, and then he got put on suicide watch, and then miraculously he still committed suicide.
Yeah, shoelaces.
See what I'm saying?
Shoelaces.
Like,
when they take your shoelaces away from you,
stop
they put
playing.
you in them, John.
See this thing, like they.
We talked about that on another text thread. It's like I wonder if he's gonna get wind up taking his life, quote unquote.
Like I said, it's looking eerily similar. A guy that is getting pushed and squeezed in a particular situation, and he like, oh shit, I got to do something. I know all these people. Bet I'm gonna use that as a bargaining tool. As soon as he did that, I would not be
surprised if I wake up tomorrow morning and or 3 days from now, I'm sure I see that headline on my phone.
Say we get a headline saying Diddy, committed suicide. That would only further reinforce the fear that people have already that there's this underbelly, evil corporation that's running America, and that they just move the pawns when they want to. He either has to go to jail, right, which he should go to jail. Or it's only going to feed into the conspiracy more and more.
Well, that doesn't matter. They're fine with that because within people saying, "Oh, that's just a conspiracy," and this, that, and the third, there's uncertainty. That uncertainty allows it to be just like, "Oh, okay, whatever."
And that's what they want. If they obviously if they do exist to that degree, like Illuminati, or whatever organization, Masons, if they have that power. Then whatever they want is going to happen. And then if we are that powerless, then that's the worst situation.
Yeah, but it's never an issue unless you get in their way.
And I'll just push back a little bit. Yeah, that'll probably feed the conspiracy theories amongst the masses, but they'll also serve as a message to the quote-unquote chosen.
That is so true. I mean, if there is a powerful entity like that, they all know who's a part of it.
Yeah.
So eventually, you get to that as like eyes wide shut or whatever situation, right? This corporation of people are doing shit and probably abysmal shit, in America. And if you fuck that up, you're going to have to deal with it. And that's probably what's happening to Diddy. I refuse to believe that Diddy wasn't doing this shit since the 90s.
Oh yeah, and look, here's the thing: they probably know that they're gonna get other people with this too. Yeah. Like I said, man, they wouldn't have even raided his homes unless they knew they had a solid case.
Exactly.
So they're going after multiple people. I mean, it is what it is, man. They're going to probably get him too.
Well,
the feds raided his house in L.A. like what, 2 months ago?
Yeah, but they're only going to get the people who they have been told to get, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So they're making it look like these bureaus and these agencies are actually doing some stuff. And look at it, and then we caught one of these bastards. You caught the one that they was just like, get rid of that dude. We're done with him. Oh, and we can use this person and this person and this person to get to him. Cool, make it happen. It ain't just like no one person involved. They got the whole thing figured out.
They got a network figured out, man.
They was trying to get. Whoever they're trying to get. They were trying to get with R. Kelly. They were trying to get him with that. They were trying to squeeze R. Kelly. That didn't work. So R. Kelly's sitting around. But then let's take it back. Maybe whoever it was dealing with Bill Cosby. So they squeezed on his balls. He collapsed, and then they're like, we need somebody else to get to this person because he didn't give up the name. So we go to the next one. That person don't know the name and don't give him the name, whatever.
I forgot what to tell you.
Well, I'm gonna tell you the fact that you got tapes. I mean,
it's ugly. It's ugly.
Hey, the fact that you got tapes, you don't really have to say too much.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
That looks like.
Like,
is that? Yes, I think that is. Let's run it through facial recognition.
Right?
What's Wig doing at that party?
Hey man,
I just want to point out
this
that
was
this
in one of the early on ones. All that crazy stuff wasn't happening then, bruh. I'm gonna just put that out there now.
This man was putting up $50 million in bail. $50 million to post bail. Sold his house in Miami. Here's $50 million. I'm not a flight. No.
Yeah.
You stay right where you are.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
It tells you everything you need to know about what they have on him and the fear that this motherfucker is out for an hour.
It's a wrap.
Him going to Bali.
You about to do some federal time, sir. So
yes, sir.
Get settled because you ain't getting out of this.
It depends, man. It depends.
There's no way.
Dude,
I'm gonna tell you right now. If they want him out, he'll get out. I think he's gonna be swinging though.
There would be no. With what money? You're going against the government, sir. You ain't got enough money.
No, you're not going against the government.
Yes,
you're going against somebody who's using the government as a tool. That's what you're going
but it is still the government.
It actually ain't.
Yeah, you still going after somebody much bigger than you, and that's the bottom line.
And he ain't got enough money to get against the CIA.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying, when I'm saying he's getting out of there, he's either. I don't think he's going to do that kind of time because I think they're going to touch him.
I think he absolutely will.
They're going to touch him before that happens, bro.
So you think they're going to kill him before he does fed time?
Hell yeah, because they're going to sit there. He's about to tell them folks, man.
They got R. Kelly. R. Kelly was just as popular as P. Diddy.
R. Kelly
Maybe not as powerful.
Bro, I'm going to tell you right now. The way this junk is played, man, it's like you gonna do. If they want you out, you'll get out. Everybody who sits there and keeps their mouth shut and don't say nothing, all of a sudden they're broken off and everything's fine. Bill Cosby, they scooped that motherfucker up, right?
Sure, but
and then he sat up in there and they pushed and prodded and hey, give us the name. He ain't give him shit. Next thing you know, he's up out of there.
My thing is, we're not talking about Wesley Snipes.
See, you ain't listening.
Not on some tax evasion shit. What I'm saying is, this man is getting hit for sex trafficking, all sorts of
racketeering.
Okay. Yeah,
like,
I mean
they
always do that. Notice how they always do that when they need to touch somebody and they want to use the government.
But did he
hit him with some RICO and this, that, and the third? Yeah, but if you knew somebody was already doing something and you were using that to, you know what I mean, to push whatever agenda that you get, you try to push.
Look, but look, I think we all understand. Look, they lining up multiple people. Regardless of the fact, Diddy's going down, and he's going down hard. And the fact is that they knew this for a long time.
Oh yeah,
and they just
knew they had that on them, and they let them just keep doing it and keep doing it, whatever, until they needed to use them.
Right now, they probably feel like they can get the most bang for the buck, which is why they say, "Hey, pull the trigger now."
It's the auction block. It's the auction block. They're like, we're about to sell this man.
Yeah.
Well, who's gonna be the next Diddy?
Simple. Who knows? Look, man.
No, I'm just saying they're going to create another one in his absence. They're going to create another one.
The reality is, I think, Aries, you said something that is very important and is very true. When people get too much influence, and it ain't just about money. This I think is more about influence than anything else.
Yeah,
it's about social influence. And don't get me wrong, it's not like Diddy's walking around and he's being some pillar of wholesome activities, but still, he is a public figure. He is black. He's got influence. He is powerful beyond what any of us can imagine.
Yeah.
Right. And he's been doing this a long time. But you know what? They've probably been watching him a long time. And now they figure, hey, you know what? We got him. We got him where we need him, and we could probably get others if we get him now.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is, man. It may not be that they're going after a particular person. It might just be going after a whole bunch of people. And I bet you anything, it's a whole bunch of people that look like us.
Yeah. That's the crazy thing, man.
Not to say that there's not others involved.
The way they always argue with people and say, hey, they're grooming these people to do this, and this. They're groomers. I think that on a certain level, those individuals were groomed. They were just groomed in a different way. Hey, man, come with me to this party. And now they going to these parties, and then, hey, the next one's going to be over so-and-so's house. And he's like, yeah. And now you throwing freak offs or whatever.
Well, the big problem with that, brother, is you got, look, have you ever watched an Aaron Hall interview?
Nah, I haven't.
Go look up an Aaron Hall interview.
He was doing the same shit.
Dude, but look, here's the thing. It's too bad.
Oh, the Aaron Hall video. Can I interject for a quick second? He was talking that crazy shit like, I got a sign on I got a tattoo on my shoulder, on my rib that says warning. Puffy see me fucking, like he's naming names about fucking in public. I think we talked about this on a podcast though, didn't we?
I don't think so.
I'm like, what?
I don't think
Aaron Hall is crazy. But go ahead.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Aaron Hall, well, that's just it. But Aaron Hall is crazy. He was doing an interview, and they was talking. He's like, ask everybody. Everybody know I fuck. Blah 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 blah. Like, I mean, he's known to that whole Mr. Nasty Man persona.
Yeah.
I mean, he took official. He tried. He was living that persona, and the thing is he's very vocal about it. But he's been at them parties.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, there's a whole bunch of people who are probably going down for this.
Sheesh. Don't do that. Yeah, they're
I
going.
mean,
I think they're gonna get to him, bro. Honestly,
I think so. Look, I think so.
They're gonna get to him before because they don't really have any more use for him. Then if he's in that situation, it's just like, okay, I already know what's coming then, because it's like, yeah, they done with me. If that be the case. Now, if he holds out and don't say nobody or the stuff that he does have doesn't really, implement nobody of great status or whatever, then it's like, oh, okay, whatever. Cool.
Yeah, but I guarantee you there's some people of status who they probably know that, hey, through him, we got them too.
Oh, yeah, that's why you got all them people resigning and this, that, and the third. Like them folks I was naming. With that whole arrest, his PR image shaper, Natalie Moore, resigned. I ain't even say that one. Or Sony Music Nashville chairman Randy Goodman to step down. What's all this about, man? It's something weird. Just saying. It's something weird. They're
Going down.
Quit. I'm out of here. They making moves. The next joint, got to get on this. That next joint is none other, because we just did making moves, right? This one we call hit list. Let's take a gander at this, if you will.
White nationalist list has been published. It's a hit list online. The DOJ has charged a few people, put it up for a mass. DOJ has charged Matthew Robert Allison, 37, of Idaho, and Dallas Aaron Humber, 34, of Elk Grove, California, on charges of soliciting hate crimes, soliciting murder of federal officials, and conspiring to provide material to support terrorists. Now, let me get to the nitty-gritty of this. They have all allegedly ran a white nationalist online platform and terrorist group that directs its followers to off government officials, Black people, and Jewish people, as well as, of course, immigrants.
Oh yeah, but it's not gonna stop there, because I mean it wouldn't be a full-fledged story if it did. So we're gonna keep this thing going, man. We got to.
Allison and Humber, arrested last week, were leaders in the Terrogram Collective, a transitional terrorism group that operates a network of channels and group chats on the digital messaging platform Telegram. Telegram solicited users to commit bias-motivated attacks against groups it deemed to be enemies of the white race, including Black, immigrant, LGBTQ, and Jewish people. Attacks on government infrastructure and attacks on high-value targets, including politicians and government officials, the indictment said. I encourage everyone watching this segment to go back and look at my interview with the investigative reporter from Raw Story, because he went in deep in these organizations and found the exact same thing, that they literally had a protocol to get young white nationalists to commit these very same crimes. Humber and Allison, who became leaders of the group in 2022 after a previous leader was arrested and charged with terrorism offenses, used the platform to publish a list of targets they wanted their followers to assassinate. Their hit list includes the target's names, home addresses, and photograph, and sometimes a photo of the target's residence. People named in the list were targeted because of race, religion, national origin, sexual orientation, and or gender identity. A U.S. senator was targeted for being an anti-white, anti-gun Jewish senator, while a federal district court judge was described on the list as an invader from a foreign country who had ruled on an immigration issue in an objectionable way. A U.S. attorney who was described with a racial slur. It continues. Prosecutors say Allison and Humber provided instructions, provided guidance to equip Telegram users to carry out those attacks, including manuals, videos, and audiobooks on how to make explosives, including napalm, chlorine gas, pipe bombs, letter bombs, etc. How to attack critical infrastructure such as government buildings and energy facilities, how to run a terror cell, how to write a manifesto, how to select, promote, and celebrate attacks on target, propaganda.
Propaganda. They're not playing. Did you all hear anything about this story? There's a reason I'm asking. Yeah.
Nope.
Okay, yeah.
But
yeah. But you heard about Haitians eating
heard about Haitians eating cats and dogs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Especially during the debate. But
didn't hear nothing about this.
This is not surprising. I know you're about to take this somewhere else, but I just want to get this out here.
Go ahead.
1984, on a place called Whidbey Island here in Washington, a gentleman by the name of Robert J. Matthews died during a shootout and flares lighting up his house. The reason I bring up the name of Robert Matthews and also Whidbey Island is because it's in the state of Washington. He was the founder of an organization known as the Order, or Bruder Schweigen, German for Brother's Keeper or Silent Keeper. And from September 1983 to 1984, they killed people, including a very, very prominent Jewish DJ in Denver, Colorado. I forgot his name. But this is not new. We know about these organizations. We have known about these organizations, but we don't hear about it until they do something big or something that harms a group of people that, people seem to care a lot more about. So I'm just putting it out there. And there was a movie that made me hate Tom Berenger for a long, long time. It was called Betrayed. I'm not sure if y'all remember that. It was back in the late 80s, I think. But it was based on this organizational order by the group of white supremacists that were going out killing people that did not fit their ideal of keeping America great, to keep things succinct.
Wow.
So, yeah. But you don't hear about them until something dramatic happens or they kill somebody that, the masses really care about. So
that's wild, man.
I just want to throw that out there. Organizations like this have been around since forever.
Yeah. It's been said that the rhetoric of Vice President Harris and good old Coach Walls is the reason why there was an attempted assassination on him. That's because of their rhetoric, right? But if you look at cases like this and see that, this group about to get activated and this, that, and the third because of what he's saying, it just shapes a whole entirely different kind of picture.
Well, first of all that stuff about, the Democratic Party, inciting or somehow pushing violence on the former president, Donald J. Trump, is bullshit. The first guy, turns out that he's a Republican anyway. He's Republican. He's young. Don't even know how he got into that position. The next guy, I forgot what he's Oh my gosh, I'd have to pull it back up, but neither one of these guys have anything to do with the Democratic Party. Neither one of them are supporters of Kamala Harris.
He actually went to the Ukraine and was trying to get people to fight in Ukraine.
Right.
Yeah,
that's right.
So he doesn't have a, but they're both white men. They're not the Haitians or illegal immigrants or drug dealing czars. They are white men.
Yeah.
You know, who don't like your rhetoric or for whatever reason. They're not the people that you claim are coming into this country and not making it great, that are making the country go to hell. You know? These are people that you seem to have pissed off.
Yeah. Well,
and they're not the people that you claim.
That's it.
That's it. Out there. Dang. Oh man. That stuff's just funny. Speaking of something that might be funny. I don't know. But regardless of what you feel, it's that time. Random-ish. Oh yeah. This one isn't so scary. It's there's gonna be some scary ones coming up. Trust and believe. Because I've been giving y'all a Oh yeah, it's gonna be on. It's gonna be on then. Y'all gonna be like, dang, he back to his regular craziness. But this one actually is rather simple. It's rather simple. I just want to know your thoughts on it. We're gonna keep it light.
Women come and lead with fit this or you have no value. Men come in and go, all right, I'm here and I'm gonna learn how to be the best I can for you. And then women do what? You're taking too long. You're not getting there because you haven't fit the box of the fairy tale. I want to say 100%, but I'm going to go 99.9% of women who come in my office, I'm having to work on breaking their fairy tale ideology of their husband. And hold on, let me say this. To his defense, they almost always have an amazing husband. But because his amazingness doesn't fit her idea of amazing, guess what? He ain't shit. To her.
He ain't shit. What are your thoughts on that, man?
I saw that interview.
Yeah, I didn't see the whole thing. She's a therapist, and I don't call her name.
Yeah,
but yeah, she knows what she's talking about, and couples come see her, and this is a trend. I ain't gonna say it's a trend. It's something that she has noticed, and within the community she serves, she's seen it as common.
Bruh, no lies were told during this interview. I mean, look, because and I'm not saying that all women are, but she's talking about the people who's coming to her for help.
Yeah.
Right. She's talking about most people, and she's absolutely right. You know, do you fit into this? You know, no, don't get me wrong. There's men who approach relationships like that as well. Do you fit into this? You know, it goes both ways, but most of the time, you know, women have this idea of what we're supposed to be from the get-go.
Yeah.
And there's no time for, or I shouldn't say there's no time for growth, but it better be accelerated. You know, it better be accelerated. You should already be this type of person. So they want us to fit into these boxes. Now, I will say, man, I'm so fortunate to be in the relationship that I'm in. You know, my wife, when we met, you know, hey, it's true. It's true. But we talked about growth as a couple. We never talked about what I need to do or what she needs to do. We talked about what it is to grow as a couple and partners in life. And this is why our relationship works so well, because the expectations are simple with my wife is for me to be honest and love her and try and be the best person I can be. And if I do those things, then everything else needed will come into play. Right? There was no, you know, prereqs, check these boxes, you know. I can't say that I know a lot of people who have it like that. Not a lot. I know some, but not a lot.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, Pistol, what do you think?
I mean, I think it pays to be with the right person.
That's right.
And then sometimes that not everybody has that. I like what Dino was saying. It's both ways. Both women and men come with pre-existing, determining factors if they want in a relationship. But if you're not with the right person who can provide that, then why are you with that person anyway? And if not, you're just torturing that person.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Whether it be male or female. Just like, look, I know that you can't provide what I want, but I don't want to be alone. And right now you'll do, but because I have these requirements, I'm going to make sure that you realize that you're not meeting them. And it's a horrible thing.
Dang.
You see that a lot, though. You see that all the time, man. You see it all the time.
Dang.
People settle, and they're going to tell the other person, well,
that's
I
what
settled.
It is. Yeah, I actually don't like you. My bad.
20 years later and shit.
Yeah, crazy.
When you're nuts, you know
People
what?
don't want to be alone.
I'm just gonna have to echo what y'all said, man. I'm just so fortunate and thankful for the relationship that I have with my person I decided was gonna be my life partner.
No doubt.
I have 2 beautiful children, all the bullshit that, we experienced early parts of our relationship. We got that out the way. Sure, we had our expectations, sure we had our dreams, about what the perfect person was. But, and as corny and hokey as it sounds, it is really, really important for you to be friends with your partner above all else. Make sure that your partner is your best friend.
Why wouldn't you?
Because at the end of the day, all the fucking that's gonna fucking eventually cease. The kids eventually gonna be at the house.
Your life to
and you tolerate that person for the rest of your life.
Yeah, your life. Hopefully.
Yeah, at the time, I don't think you know that that's what it is, though. You don't know that this. How much of this person's bullshit can I handle?
I think before you get married,
I'm about tired of this dude.
But Cad, let me tell you, you said something, and this is where we have to make the changes, right? What you said is not corny. It is not corny at all, right? What you said is spot on. What you said is needed. A lot of times we talk about, oh, this sounds this way, and no, it is what it is. That's not corny. You're right. We should be friends with our spouse, with a person that we're going to share the rest of our lives with. Look, the rest of your life it can be, and hopefully it will be a long time. Can and hopefully will be a long time. And if you're going to share your life, and it is a share. Right, my life is no longer just mine. It belongs to my wife. It belongs to my kids. It belongs to everybody that's involved with our family. My life even belongs to my friends. Right. So we share in these things, and if we're going to, then we should be that. We should be friends first and foremost. Right. That's not corny, man. That's something that's missing. It's missing, and it's unfortunate. Right? Never say that's corny.
Boy, brought it, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Got me smiling.
Never say that's corny, man.
Be your friend to your woman, man, or your partner.
That's right. Hey, you should be each other's biggest supporters and biggest friend. Because when there's nobody else, you guys got each other. Sometimes that's all. Sometimes that's all you got. Look, one day my parents aren't going to be here. One day my in-laws aren't going to be here. I've got my wife. I've got my kids for sure, but I've got my wife. When there's nobody else, I know that she's going to be right there because she's my friend first. Right? That's how it is, man.
Oh yeah, that's
never corny, friend. Brother.
That boy is
never
in
corny.
it. He's in it, boy. That boy good. That boy good.
That boy good.
Oh man. But shit. I guess that's gonna do it. What?
That's our time. That's it.
This has been another fine episode of All That Ish. Follow us on Instagram, Fanbase, Facebook, and Twitter at allthatish_official. And give us a call at 757-504-0829. This episode has been brought to you in part by
Cad's Bunion Oil. Rub it on your bunions, and they'll be oily. Get some.
And
Dino's Keto Crackers. They don't taste like anything, because it's keto. Get some.
Take care.